Hi, I'm Rada from truthmakesitintimate.com. These days I'm looking at ways in which we get stuck in our relationships and how to get unstuck. I look at ideas we hold about love and relationship work, which are actually keeping us away from the connection and the passion that we long for. Today I'm looking at my authenticity is pushing people away. This is something which I hear sometimes in workshops or in sessions when I bring up the point of truthfulness, how important it is to be truthful to have good relationships. Then I hear something like, but you know what, I am authentic. I have been authentic my whole life and it's been a disaster for my relationships. And then I ask, can you give me an example? And then usually I hear something like, we set up a date and I stand there waiting at the corner of the street for half an hour and he's not coming, and then finally he comes and of course he says he's sorry, but I'm so pissed at that point that I just have to say, and I say to him, you're inconsiderate, you're so disrespectful, how could you be so late, I'm not gonna have this. And then he becomes grumpy and he doesn't speak with me the whole day. And then at some point when he speaks, he says that I'm a very difficult woman. It's a mess. It doesn't work for my relationships. And when I hear that, it's also, I hear the pain beyond the words, it's like, I am myself and this is the response I get. What does that mean? Does it mean that I will never be with someone? I will never have love in my life? Does it mean that I need to pretend I'm not upset? Does it mean that I need to pretend in my life? So I really see that point. I really see that situation. And I think we need to talk about it, because we don't want to lose this authenticity. It is something which makes our relationships work. But what we need to look at is anger. Anger is a special emotion. And anger is special because its energy is focused on the other person. So when we are angry, we are tempted to accuse the other one, to judge, to criticize, to be ironic. We tend to blame the other person. When we say, you're this inconsiderate, you're disrespectful, how can you be so late? That is not something easy to hear for anyone. So then, of course, the other person is going to attack us back or is going to pull away, and neither of this is working for our relationships. So what do we do then? Do we pretend we are not angry? No. And actually, for me, the way to deal with the anger is to become even more authentic than we normally are. And here's what I mean by that. We need to look beyond anger, because there is more to it than anger. First, we need to turn the focus from the other person to ourselves, and then to check in what is beyond the anger that I'm feeling. And that's how we become even more authentic, even more true than before. This is the principle. And here is how we do it. Like, for this specific situation, how do we do it? So we see how we deal with it when we are busy with the other person. But now turning to ourselves. The first thing we notice is, I am angry. So we don't pretend we are not angry. We don't deny it. We actually make space for that. Let it be there. And for me this looks like, I'm making fists, or I'm stomping my feet, or I'm making sounds. It looks a little bit like, I am so angry now, but there is a difference. I express anger, but I don't put it on the other person. So that's the first thing, and I really give it space. I take my time with this until I cool down a little bit. I become less charged. This is the first step. The second step, now I have a little bit of space inside to ask myself, how am I feeling in this situation? I mean, beyond anger, what else is there? And then I might notice I feel hurt, I feel a pain inside, I feel sadness in that situation. I might also feel that I don't matter, that I am not important for that person, that that person doesn't care for me. I want to bring a warning here, because once we start talking about what we feel like that, we again bring the other person in. I don't matter for that person, he doesn't care for me. And I'm not saying pushing it away, but I'm just saying, let's reframe it. Let's say I'm telling myself this story that I'm not important for that person, that that person doesn't care for me. That's a framing. I got this from Brené Brown, and I think it's very useful because it is a story, and in my experience, most of the time, it's not true. So when we reframe it like this, then we take a distance again from the other person, and we come back to ourselves and give the space for the possibility that this story is not true. Okay, so this is the second step. How am I feeling? And the third step is to ask myself, what am I needing in this situation? What is it that I'm not getting here? And I might say, well, I need respect. Can I go more specific than that? What is it that I need to be respected about? What is it that needs more respect? And sitting with it, I might realize it's my time. I need my time to be respected. So, you see, with each step we are coming closer to ourselves. First is the anger, then it's the feeling beyond the anger, and then it's, why am I having this feeling, this pain? Because I need my time to be respected. And with each step we are actually becoming more and more authentic with ourselves. And once we are there, then we can open up to the other, and that's how we are authentic also with the other person. So we can say, hey, when you are late like this, I get very activated, very angry at you. And when I look at it, I realize actually beyond that it's also pain. I feel pain in that moment. I even tell myself the story that you don't care for me. And I realize in the moment what I need is for my time to be respected. Is there something we can do together about this? There is a different way of talking about the same thing, him being late. And I hope you feel there is authenticity in that, and also there is less charge, less pressure on the other person, less the possibility of a, reaction, of an angry reaction on the other side. That's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you found this useful, and if so, then see you soon. Thank you.